Smoke in Colombo. By Kamala Das. Kamala Das. Born as Kamala Suraya, an Indian poet in English and Malayalam. Born on March 31, 1934 in Ponani, Malabar, present Thyrisur in Kerala. Spent her childhood in Calcutta and in her ancestral home in Ponani. At the age of 15, she got married and her husband promoted her to produce and publish her writings. Her first book of poetry, Summer in Calcutta, published in 1965, was a breath of fresh air in Indian poetry. In 1968 she won the Kerala Sahitya Akademi Award for Story. In 1984 she was shortlisted for the Nobel Prize in Literature. She was popularly known by her one-time pen name Madhavi Kutty. Died on May 31, 2009. Smoke in Colombo. Published in the collected poems in 1984. Expresses the first-hand experience of terror and violence. Written with the background of the anti-Tamil riots broke out in Sri Lanka in and after July 1983. Resists the negative forces of racial discrimination. Summary. The poem is in first-person narrative and the poet indicates the traumatic experience witnessed by her. She indicates that during her last ride to her home with her companion she felt that the smoke is following them. In the silenced streets the fire is no more and the smoke is there in the ruins of the destruction caused by violence. The smoke is lingering or coming out as the milk is oozed out after the death of a mammal. It is lingering as the women in that location is also struck with grief and they are now seem to be empty cradles. On the way they were stopped by the person who created violence and they were very close to them as there was no space between them and the gun which they pointed towards them. The poet and her companion were too much exhausted to feel fear or to resist them. They were scared of the move which those persons had. The whole situation is like a lingering nightmare of suspicion and emptiness. The poet concludes the poem by stating the frozen emotions of the people who are totally unknown to each other in the background of violence which has happened there. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.